everybody, this is Kathy from Kathy Cuts Paper. I'm an independent Fun Stampers Journey coach. Fun Stampers Journey in May and June of 2016 is retiring some of their items. They're 40% off of their normal price. They're retiring them so that they have room in their catalog for all kinds of new things. So I thought what I would do is a series of videos so you can see not only some of the things that are retiring, but also what you can do with them. So we're going to get started with that. So this is the card we're going to be working on today. The sentiment says, "Forever is a long time, but I wouldn't mind spending it by your side," which is a beautiful sentiment. The sets in this card that are being retired is Your Side, Tattered Blooms, and the coordinating die set for Tattered Blooms. So let's get started. The first thing you need is a piece of Lavender Fusion cardstock. This is a half sheet of 8.5 by 11, so it would be 8.5 by 5.5. I have it scored right down the middle. So this is our base. Then we have a little sheet of whipped cream cardstock, which is cut 2.5 by 3 3/4. And we're going to stamp on that. We'll take the Your Side stamp set, and I have this on, this is the F stamping block. It's gridded so you can make sure everything is straight. We're going to use the black Licorice ink, Fusion ink. And I'm stamping it quite a bit because I want it to have a real solid look. Then just walk your fingers around in it. You don't have to lean into it, you know, like you're trying to do chest compressions or anything else medical. And there you can see that stamps up really nicely. While that sets for a minute, because we're going to color in time, we will set this aside, and we're going to take our sheet of printed paper. This is from the Spring Parade paper pack. It's also being retired. So we put that here, and you can set this on there just so you know your spacing. And we're going to take from the Tattered Blooms set the little leaf, looks like that. And this is on the C block. And I'm going to use the Kiwi Slice ink. It's one of my favorites. And we're just going to stamp up in that corner. And there you can see some of your dots show through, but that's fine. And we'll set that aside to dry. It doesn't take but a few seconds. Then we are going to take where we stamped Your Side, and I'm going to color in time. And I have Copic marker V22. It's a pale violet. And I just liked the way this goes with the Lavender Fusion paper. If you don't have a Copic, you can use any other marker, a colored pencil, just anything like that to add the color. And you can see how nicely that goes with the Lavender Fusion. So now we're going to stamp our flowers. And from the Tattered Blooms, let me show you the packaging. I'm using this flower, which is next to the biggest, and the little teeny one, which is what we're going to use for our center. So those are the two that I have. This is going to be embossed in white. So we're going to use clear ink. And Fun Stampers Journey does have a really nice clear embossing ink, I'm waiting for mine. So I'm going to use the Lavender Fusion. Here you can see I just have scrap of it. Then the little tiny one. Okay, then I have a piece of scratch paper that I'll put under here so I don't get embossing powder on everything. And this is the Fun Stampers Journey white embossing powder. You can see it there. Then put that back in. It takes such a small amount. You can have these little containers of embossing powder for years and never know that you've used it. And I'm using my heat tool. I usually wait for it to warm up a little bit before I use it. And as you do this, you'll see it get white as the plastic melts. Embossing powder is plastic. And then the little one, see? And it goes really quickly. Then we're going to cut these out with the dies. And you'll see it, the Tattered Blooms die set comes with 4 dies. And we're going to use the smallest one and next to the biggest one. I wanted to show you the machine that I'm using. It's the Journey Grand, and it is really nice because you can put a full sheet of paper, an 8.5 by 11 paper. It'll hold an 8.5 inch wide piece. This is also being retired. Fun Stampers Journey is going up to the larger machine, which is the Journey Platinum. So this one, which is a wonderful machine, is being retired. It's another really good deal, so you can look for that on the site. It holds down, if you move this little lever, it holds by suction to the table, and I'm going to do that to my right here. See, that way it doesn't go anywhere. The plates that come with it are also retiring, so you can get them for a really good deal. I'm going to put, if you look, there is a correct way that this goes that it fits perfectly. So I've got that on there, and I'm going to hold it with a little bit of washi tape. With the washi tape, you want a really, really low tack tape. If you get anything that's a low tack tape, it will work, but sometimes even then it catches on your paper. So if you take your tape, washi tape, low tack masking tape, whatever, put it on your skin and take it off, and that cuts the tack. Some people rub it on their blue jeans or something like that, but this is the way I do it. And then we have the little teeny tiny die, and it also, if you move it around, you'll find exactly the right place for it. Because the petals aren't symmetrical. Each one is slightly different so that there is an actual way that it goes. So I have my cutting plate, my paper, my dies, and then my base plate. And it doesn't matter if you do it base plate down or up. So then I crank it through. The Journey Grand comes with large plates. I'll show you the size. This is the plate size that comes with the Journey Grand. It's about 12 inches long, 8.5 inches wide. You can purchase separately, also at a retiring price. These are called junior plates. You can see they're half the size. Sometimes this is all you need. So if you grab your washi tape, pull it off. I stick mine on the side of the grand and reuse it 3 or 4 times. I wanted to show you a tool that Fun Stamper's Journey has that is really nice. You saw here that I just pushed the die out. They have this, it's called a bloom tool. It comes with 7 different attachments that you can leave in, change them, whatever you want to do. But it has, one of the tools it has that attaches is the spatula. If you push this down in, it'll poke your paper out of your die without getting lines on it. Like if you use your fingernail, you can get little lines. So you just take the die off, and then you have your flowers. Now I want to show you, with these, for shaping them, you can either just put them up like that, but what I do is I push this part up, the middle part up, and the end down, like that. See how that works? And it gives a real nice dimension to your flower. See? Now we're going to do some card assembly here. With the little white center, I just fold those up. I don't bother doing the bend in them. So we have our card base. Then we're going to take the Easy Glide tape runner and our piece here of the Spring Parade that we have our leaves on. You can see it's pretty on the back too, but I'm using the polka dot. And then we'll take our Forever and this is going to fit right over this. You won't have any of your polka dot showing around the edge of this. It's the same height. For this, I'm going to use the foam squares, Journey foam squares. And for the big flower, I just use a big one. And it doesn't have to be exact. Then we're going to have our little one, which you can see these would cover the entire thing. So I'm going to use one of the small. So at Fun Stamper's Journey, the foam squares, they come in small and medium. And if we take this and offset the petals, now I'm going to take a Sharpie, a yellow Sharpie. If you had a yellow Copic, that would work too. And just put some yellow in here. If you had a cute button that you wanted to put in there as a flower center, you could do that too. It would work great. Then for the inside of the card, because it's kind of hard to write on purple and have it show up, we have an insert. The insert is, let me check my measurement. The insert is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and that's out of the whipped cream cardstock also. And what I usually do when I'm cutting out my pieces, I don't know if you can see, I have a little eye in pencil. You can't see it on the other side, but it lets me know that's the insert, not the front. Okay, so there's the insert. There's the front of the card. So you can see it's a very easy, very quick card to do. And the benefit is that you can save 40% on the materials to make it. Thank you very much. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Remember, these items are 40% off during May and June of 2016 or until supplies are gone. So if you want them, you can go ahead and get them from me at funstampersjourney.com/KathyCutsPaper. In the upper right-hand corner, it says Shop. Click on Shop, and it will give you a box to put in the item number. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me at Kathy@KathyCutsPaper.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.